Hi, I'm Jen Harris, and I am the manager of the Waterford One World Center. And one of our projects is a campaign called Plastic Free Waterford, which we started in the spring of 2018. It really came out of just the more and more knowledge we got about how much plastic there was in our environment, in our oceans, in our food, in our water, and really to try to stem the tide and raise awareness about the problem with plastics.
Be the change you want to see in the world. Let your actions be seen and your voices heard.
Every time you throw away a piece of plastic, you can find it here, on beaches and places where animals live all around the world.
It's all pieces of microplastic.
You found it at the surface, you found it in subsurface waters, in deep sea sediments, sea ice in the Arctic. You're finding them in really tiny organisms called zooplankton. You're finding them in fishes that people eat. They're seemingly present everywhere.
It's in every ocean. It's in our birds. It's in the blubber of our seals. It's in the sand on our beaches. It's floating freely with the beautiful wildlife of our oceans. And now it's going to end up in our food.
And it's our responsibility to take action now. And we really don't have the option of waiting any longer. We're at that sort of critical point where right now we are the last generation that's going to be able to act to make a difference on climate change. If we let it go too long, then we're past the tipping point and there'll be no going back.
Choking on another brand of ignorance. These chemicals we can refuse, like iridescent washes through the blue magnificence. One can't help but be confused. What are we all making excuses for ourselves? We all pointing fingers at ourselves. Why don't we all start thinking for each other? When are we all gonna start to care for each other? Each other. Incomplete cycle that this tiny bottle goes through. Twisted off and pulled away, totally estranged. Poison rain for corporate gain, bird cage in a plastic bag. Can accept the price of change. We all making excuses for ourselves. We all pointing fingers at ourselves. Why don't we all start thinking for each other? Each other. When are we all gonna start to care for each other?
The campaign itself, Plastic Free Waterford, aims to get as many businesses, organizations, schools on board as we can. And we're holding a Plastic Free Waterford Week, which will run from the 10th to the 16th of September, where all businesses and organizations that have signed on are pledging not to use single-use plastic during that time period. And our hope is, of course, once businesses and organizations see how easy it is to make the switch to not using single-use plastics, that will just become the norm for them. And I think even if every business decreased the amount of plastic they use by, let's say, 10%, that is a huge amount, in the long run, of the amount of plastic that's going into our environment.
Ourselves, we all pointing fingers at ourselves, but we all start thinking for each other. When are we all gonna start to care?